right, everybody. Hello and welcome to the last episode for the year of AmbassaChat.
Woo! Let's go.
We've started this. We've done things this year.
Yeah, the radio show.
We did do a radio show. That's why there was no episode last month, because that was our focus. So those of you who went to the Spring Caravan, you may have seen or heard us, which is really cool. But now we're back with the last episode, because there's a lot of stuff happening with this podcast, because we have completely changed the plan for next year.
Yeah, we're kind of transitioning our roles a little bit. So our new hosts, Carly and Maddie, will be taking over in the fall of next year. They're going to kill it. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Since Mary's graduating, I'm going to step down just because I think it's nice to get some new perspectives on the show. Yeah, do you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Yeah, for sure. Hi guys, my name is Carly Vita. I am a first-year transfer student here at Elmhurst. I'm originally from Arlington Heights, and I am majoring in music education. Some involvement, I am involved with public relations director of my social sorority. I am also the secretary of the National Association of Music Educators at Elmhurst. I'm in the Women's Chorus, and I am the invitational chairman, and I am a new member of the Music Honor Society here on campus. So that's a little bit about me. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Maddie Pachillo. I am a first-year resident at Elmhurst. A few things I'm involved in: I'm on the track and field team. I'm a pole vaulter. I'm also on the cheerleading squad, which is a bunch of fun. I'm a student ambassador. I'm going to be an RA next year, and my major, I am currently double majoring in communication sciences and disorders and art. So art therapy, I'm hoping to do something like that.
Nice.
Wow. See, y'all, we have some great people on the student ambassador team who are very different in what they want to do. So that's why they're going to take over, because like Mason said, the more perspectives we can give you guys who are listening, the better it is. Because
nice.
Listening to me and Mason talk all day is probably just a little boring.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. Me and Mary definitely bore ourselves with our conversations sometimes.
Yeah, because it's the same stories every time, you know, and you want fresh new stories, and I want to hear from the first years every once in a while, and the people that are on our team.
Yeah.
Because we have a diverse team. We have lots of people with lots of different stories, and that's the best part. So they will be taking over. Huh?
A lot of different majors on our team too.
Oh yes, that's the best part. So yeah, they're going to be taking over next semester. There's not going to be any episodes during the summer. Everybody's going to be taking a well-deserved break.
Let's go.
Because everybody knows that this year was absolutely crazy with everything that happened. So there's going to be no episodes during the summer, and they will go ahead and take it up back in the fall.
But one thing you can do is schedule tours during the summer. So please do that. Schedule tours. It's a fun time.
Do it.
It's a lot of fun.
I know I won't be there, so
Oh no.
nobody can get a tour from me anymore, but
You're going to come back and just try to give a tour one day.
oh my gosh, I'm
can
gonna
feel
come
it.
back with my future child and be like, I don't need a tour guide.
You're like,
I got
I'm good.
this.
I got this. Am I still on
got
the payroll?
Can you imagine if like Maher and Megan are
save
still
your ID
here?
to swipe. That'd be
I'll
hilarious.
walk in and be like, I'm here to clock in to give a tour when
Yeah.
I'm like 30 years old.
So funny.
Oh, listen, I'll never forget the like everything about this school. I will never forget. It's so
The amount of
ingrained in my
random
brain.
facts that you know. Very obscure things too.
I'll be walking with my friends on campus, and I'll be like, did you know about this?
Right?
Fun fact
Yeah.
For you.
That's what you do. Because, like, I don't know, but just like the more you give tours, the more you learn along the way. Like, what was it? There's a nativity set from the Home Alone movies. We have that.
Yeah.
The school owns that.
And now you
that's
guys
the
are
one.
going to say that.
Yeah, that's the one they display every year during the holidays. So we see, it's like
That's
random
cool.
stuff like that. It's
Or
like,
like Schick Hall used to be horse stables. Way back when, in like 1871, when our school was on.
Okay.
Yeah, not currently.
Okay.
That was in the past like few decades, I'd say.
That would be wild if we still had horses on campus.
Dude, that'd be so cool. Imagine like trotting around the mall to get to class.
Listen, I'm still upset about the pool.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm big upset about that. That'd be fun.
That would be so cool to have a pool on campus. But we're working with what we got.
Yep. You can go to the mall when it floods. It's super heavy rain. Just go to the mall and swim.
Same thing. Same
Some
thing.
sort of hazard, but just vibe.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
So I do have a question for our lovely ladies. Well, probably two questions actually. One, what are you most excited for when it comes to hosting this podcast?
Well, I know for me, a big thing is the comfortableness of having a podcast. I love listening to podcasts because it's like a big conversation with a bunch of friends. I think it really represents Elmhurst community too, just like how close everyone is. Like you're always seeing people out on the mall, hanging out together, eating lunch. And just in every building in general, there's just a great sense of community at Elmhurst. And so I think this podcast is a great reflection of that. And it's just fun to just chat about Elmhurst, you know, and having people like listen to you and input their ideas too. I could go on and on. Carly, take it.
Girl, I feel the same way. The passion that I have for this school is unbelievable, and I'm just so excited to work with you and then also interview people, talk about the involvement on campus and everything like that. You said it perfectly. I cannot top what you said. So.
You guys are way nicer to each other than me and Mary are.
Oh yes, totally. Nobody sees this, but behind the scenes, I mean, me and Mason love each other, you know.
Yeah, we're homies.
We are totally homies, but it's just a very different.
It's vicious. We are vicious with each other.
Just a little bit.
It's so much fun.
It is. Now, you guys mentioned about some things you're excited about talking about with this podcast, because I know we didn't get to do everything we wanted to do, Mason, because of time and stuff. There's tons of stuff we wanted to do. But what are you guys most excited about when it comes to topics for this podcast?
So I'm really excited to talk about more of the student life we have here at Elmhurst, especially the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. For the listeners who don't know exactly what that is, it creates an environment that respects and celebrates diversity at Elmhurst University through programs, organizations, and clubs. And I would just love to have Jasmine Robinson, who is the director of that office, to come on the podcast. And speak about what it's truly about. And then also, again, bringing in the organizations and clubs of members and talking about that, because we have so many things to get involved on campus, and I don't think that people realize how much we actually do. So, something that I'm really excited to talk about.
I agree with you, Carly. There's so much stuff that a lot of people don't know that you can get, like, that you can join and have fun with. But anyway, more about what I was hoping to talk about next year. I mentioned earlier that I am a first-year student, and I know every college student across the nation knows how much COVID has impacted college life, academics, even high schoolers. You know, anyone in school understands the struggle. I kind of wanted to highlight some first-year students who did go through their first year of college under these COVID terms, how it differed from what they thought college would be like, how they're going to go into next year with more things opening up and more people getting vaccinated, just kind of hearing their stories and what they learned from their first year.
I love both of those ideas so much.
Yeah.
So much. Especially
You're
the
passing
COVID.
the torch to good people, so.
That's why we chose you.
We knew that, yeah.
We totally knew that. You girls know I'm like obsessed with you. So like, but no.
We love you.
Oh my gosh, stop. I'm not gonna cry. Please don't make me cry. It's an emotional mess this week.
I was gonna say, yeah, how's your week going? You good? Want to talk?
Literally cried in my last social work class.
Oh.
I like shed a tear because like I'm gonna miss my professor. This class was so great, and I'm like, no, hold it in. I still have one more fake week left with Liz, like, just, you know, like, I have time. But time goes quickly.
Yeah.
It really does. Time goes quickly.
I mean, this semester flew by. As
I
much
don't
as
even know what
COVID-
happened.
Yes.
I don't know what happened.
Neither do I.
It's always second semester. Second
True.
semester, before you know it, just
That was-
disappears.
What was your other question, Mary? I think I know it.
Oh!
I'm answering this question. Or asking.
Everybody has to answer this question.
Yeah.
Especially since y'all are part of the, well, now I can split up into two if I really wanted to, but I'm gonna keep it one because you guys are new student ambassadors. You haven't got the full experience of being a student ambassador, obviously, because of COVID. So like tours are restricted and everything. But so far, what has been your best experience with this lovely family that we have?
Okay, first of all, I love being a student ambassador so much. I can't emphasize it enough. Giving tours is like my favorite thing in the world because I remember when I toured, the tour guys just made it so much fun and so much of a better experience. And I was like, I really want to just do that for all the prospective students, show them what Elmhurst is really all about. But also in general, like if you are in the office, because sometimes that happens, everyone's just chatting, playing games together sometimes, working together, helping new ambassadors through stuff. I've gotten lost on Slate multiple times. It happens.
It's confusing.
Showing me where the business, yes. Everyone's just so helpful and just immediately they accept you into the family.
I completely agree with that. But one of my favorite memories of becoming a student ambassador just happened last week. I gave a tour to this one person and he walked into the last moments in Circle Hall where I say, this is it. Any other further questions? He had a main character moment. He looked around Circle Hall and he said, this is my school. I
Oh my god.
just about died. I was like, that is the reaction I want for all of the students that I give tours to. Even his cousin that was with him was like, girl, you're making me want to join and come to Elmhurst. I was like, it just makes me so happy to give a positive experience for somebody, especially with the steps to going to university or college. And just having that moment, I had a realization that I could be a student ambassador and, you know, I'm just new. So I was like, I can do this forever. I love it.
Cool reaction.
I love that you
It was
had
really
that.
cool.
Yeah.
It was so
That's
cool.
me.
He had
That's
a
so
pause.
fun.
Yeah.
That
I was
was
like, are we
so
on
amazing.
camera right now? I was like, where is the camera?
Cut the camera.
It's so funny.
Cameras.
Cut the cameras.
That's amazing.
Do you guys know who your tour guides were when you first moved on campus?
Yes, of course I remember. Chris Binder and Noor.
Naturally.
She was my other one. It was two. There was two on mine, but we had a bigger group. So
So Chris Binder and somebody else.
Laura?
yes. No, I think it was Noor.
Noor? Oh,
Yeah,
my
she
queen.
was such a queen. I loved her.
She's the funniest person ever.
She's hilarious. What about you, Carla? Do you remember?
No, I can't remember her name, but I know what she looks like. She had the cutest nose ring on, and I
Was it
remember her
Samantha
giving
or Olivia.
maybe those two names really sound familiar, but I'm so bad with names, and as a future teacher, that's something I definitely need to work on. So-
Listen, that's something every ambassador works on the first few tours they give, because we want to remember everybody's name of the people on the tour, but sometimes it's so hard and you're just like,
Yeah. It just won't happen sometimes.
But I remember it being a really good tour. So
Okay, good.
that's great. See, that's what we want. We just want a good tour for everybody. And if they give us feedback that it was a great tour, it's even better.
That is pretty
Because
nice.
we like to know if we do a good job or not.
Please give feedback.
Yeah, there's actually a form people can fill out after they take a tour where you can tell us what we did well, if there's something that you didn't like, if there was any concerns, and we love that feedback because a majority of us walk away from giving a tour being like, that was the worst tour I've ever given in my entire life.
I've said it 6 or 7 times this year.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, I messed up so bad. Like, oh, that was horrible. They're gonna hate me. So like when we know that you guys had a good time, it makes us feel better.
Yeah, please.
Very true.
Because we want to give good tours.
True.
You know, Maddie said it before, like I feel like all of us actually genuinely enjoy giving tours.
I love it.
Interacting with people. It's
My
not just
phone is the ringtone of the phone. The ringtone gives me nightmares.
just a little bit.
The best I've gotten feedback, I got an email from one of my students. At the end of the tour, I told her, I was like, email me if you literally need anything, if you have questions about college in general. And she emailed me and said, like, I had such a good time. Like, thank you for being accommodating. And like, you're a big reason why I'm coming to Elmhurst. And I was just like, bless your heart. Thank you.
That's so
So
sweet.
precious.
I shed a few tears. I was just like, oh, I can't wait to see you around.
That's awesome.
You know, that made me sad too, was the fact that I can't say like see you on campus next year because I'm like,
I won't.
I'm not gonna be here.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's depressing, but you guys got this. You know, you girls are great. Our new team is so great. You guys are gonna do great.
I'm excited.
I'm super excited, and I'm super excited for you girls to take over this podcast because you are gonna do amazing. The stuff you're gonna talk about is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited for you to delve into student life because I feel like that's what most people want. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Go on student opinions, student reactions.
Yeah, and that's what we want to give you as a podcast. So these girls are gonna take whoever is listening there. We're gonna delve into that world with you girls. And I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you girls.
Stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, why don't you girls do the outro?
Yeah, you guys gotta make one up on the spot.
As your first official duties of the podcast, you gotta wrap it up.
I'm gonna pull out my announcer voice. No, I'm just kidding.
Go for it. Go for it. Take the wheel.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. We hope to see you again soon. You are all so awesome. Have a great rest of your week and semester, and we'll see you again soon.